from VSonic here today. We have the 2024 Honda CRV. This car is the model with the 8 speaker option, but the audio sound system from the factory is just lacking a bit, and we're here to help. So what we have for you here is the Encore Alpha 3 Series plug-and-play amplifier, and this amplifier basically gives you an enhancement of the overall audio quality. On top of that, this is our newer Encore Alpha model where it has these subwoofer outputs. Makes it very, very easy for you to add additional subwoofer. For this customer, he's gonna be adding the under-the-seat power subwoofer from Infinity, which will go very well with our Encore Alpha 3 Series. And this will install behind the radio. The connection is actually under the screen area. The actual brain of the radio is under the screen, and we're gonna get to it. We're gonna plug it in, we're gonna mount this behind the screen, and we're gonna route the RCA cables towards the passenger side so that the customer can easily connect the power subwoofer to this amplifier. So to stop talking, let's go inside the car and get started. All right guys, now that we're in the vehicle, let's get started. The first thing we want to do is we want to remove the panel behind the screen here. We already loosened it. Just grab a flat panel removal tool like this. Just go in here and just pry it out all the way and just stick it here and pop it up, and just go slowly around. It'll come out. And once this is removed, there's a connector here. Just press down the release tab and pull out. Try to pull out on the connector instead of the wires. Okay, like so. And then we'll put this aside in a safe location. We're gonna revisit this area later. There's a very open cavity here where we are going to mount the amplifier like this. We're just gonna double-sided tape on the ground here. There's a lot of space here. The reason why we like it over here is if you wanna ever adjust the gain, it's easily accessible. All you have to do is remove the upper panel. In this Honda, it's a little different where the receiver is actually behind this control, behind this climate control. So we're actually gonna have to remove the whole center area to access it. Okay, and then next, let's remove the shift knob. So what I'm gonna do is just grab a hold of all this silver part here and just push down really hard. Okay, and then you will get access to these Phillips screws down here. If you like, you can turn on the car and change the gear. Okay, or you can turn on the car, press down change the lever down to neutral, and then let's remove these screws. Just turn it counterclockwise. All right, let's remove this. And once this is out, since all this is out, we are going to pull all this panel piece here. You can use the assistance of your panel removal tool. Just work all the way around here. Just unclip it, unclip the clips, and then just bring this up, okay? And just pull it out like so, okay? And after you pull all this out, you can place this over to the side. This is the shift lever release. So now that you have access to the shift lever release, we can just bring the car back, press down on the release, and just bring it down to park, and you can turn off the car again. All right, so we leave it here. So if we need to adjust it back down, we just need to push the shift lever and then move it up and down. All right, next, let's remove this centerpiece here. Okay, once again, use a panel removal tool, go all the way around right here to the bottom and to the side. And once you undo the clips, just use your hand, just work your way all the way through. And let's disconnect the connectors behind the center panel. Press down the release tab, pull on the connector, don't pull on the cable or the harness. You're going to get the lever from the bottom. Okay. All right, let's put this aside. And then next, let's remove this panel piece here. Just undo these Phillips screws, one on the right and then one on the left. Okay, and we're going to remove this piece. It's all being held by clips. And this is where we want to get behind that. We actually already loosened it before, but let me show you what we need to loosen. We got 10mm bolts. We got one here to the left, we got one to the right, and one on the bottom. Okay, there is none on the bottom left. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, Okay, so once this is out, move this along to the side here. You're gonna drop it down like so, just so you can access the connectors behind it. And if you look down there, the one all the way in the bottom left down corner, that one, that is where we are going to connect our harness. Reach your hand. This is when having a small hand's help. And press on a release and just bring it out. Okay. Disconnect this. Bring your harness out. Plug and play harness. That's including the kit. We'll connect the female side from ours to the factory male side that was originally connected to the radio. And then we'll take our male side, go behind, and let's connect it to the back of the radio receiver. It'll clip in place. And we have this here. We are going to connect it to the side of the radio. We're going to ground it. Before we do so, let's route this. We're going to go from here. We're going to go to the right. So we're going to go towards my side. If you look over here, you'll see some light from this angle. And we're going to fish it up. Push it in with our right hand. Okay. We'll leave that there. Terminal that we need to ground. I'm gonna bring it back down. I'm gonna go behind this panel and we're going to ground it on this guy right here. We loosened it, but you're gonna have to loosen it with either a Phillips or I believe it's an 8mm. All right, that is good. So while we have all this here, let me take this time to also route this RCA cable for the customer. We also actually need to route the remote wire later on as well, but you could do that later using the same instructions as how we show you how to route these RCA cables. So ultimately we want to end up down here. Okay, so let's go from here. Actually, I think it's good. Let me start from the top. I think it might be easier to start from the top. So I'm gonna go here using the same route. Okay, and from here, let's go. All right, so I'm gonna loop this around towards the back of the radio. I'm gonna go around the vent because you don't want to block it. Okay, I'm gonna go behind the radio here. There is an opening here behind the bracket, and then to behind the radio. Okay, from here, we're gonna go straight down. Okay, we're down here now, and then from here, we're gonna come over to the side and down to the passenger side. Please drop right at my fingertips. All right, so we went and routed the RCA cable down here for the subwoofer. The remote wire still needs to be routed. We don't have the wire, that's why we're not routing it. Customer didn't bring it either. So we left a lot of wires behind the screen. So all he needs to do is grab the closest to the edge and tape the remote wire, and then just pull it all the way through, and that should come out of there. Okay, because the cable is long enough. So that is the plan. For now, let's connect these connection for them. Okay, and we are going to keep this auto sense to ACC. So this is the auto sense of when the amplifier turns on. Does it turn on when it detects a speaker signal, or does it turn on when it detects the ACC power? We'll set it to ACC because this car has ACC. Some vehicles don't have ACC, the new ones like the Ford models, so those we will have to use it on speaker mode. And going back here again, and let's connect these two connectors to the amp. All right, and we kept the tune at 50% front and rear. That is at 12 o'clock is 50%. We did some testing with this vehicle earlier, and we found that the 50% is a sweet spot. Anything more can bring in some more distortion at higher volume. So if you don't listen to your audio that loud, you can set it up louder if you like. And also depends on what type of audio you listen to as well. So you can make the adjustments accordingly. You can adjust the front and the rear independently to also adjust some of the front and rear fader. And here is the remote wire. It's very, very short. So the customer will have to attach another blue wire to it, tape the other side here, and then pull it all the way through so that it'll show up down to the passenger side. So for now, I will just tuck all this in here for now. All right, so for the center area, all we have to do is reverse order everything we just did. And that will conclude the installation for our ANA 3. So let me do that now. When you guys are putting this together, make sure this bottom right bracket is on the front and not in the rear side. Should be pretty obvious, but just want to make sure you check those small details. I'll hand tighten them first, and then I'll use my power tool just to ensure everything is lined up perfectly. Now let me put this centerpiece back here. Okay, make sure you match the bottom clips back to its original location, and then push back in. Now let's put this centerpiece back. There, where that little clip goes. Hold on, it could be under this. Oh yeah, it's under here. All right, let's clip. Oh heck yeah. Okay, once you have those screws up there, bring this, line it up to your shift knob, and just push it up firmly. There you go. Okay, carefully replug all your connectors. There's going to be 3 of them. All right. Looks good. Now let's mount this amplifier. Okay, if possible, we want to position it so that both the remote wire, all the connections, and also the gain adjustments are all easily accessible. Okay, we're just going to test fit it for now. Okay, right here looks like a pretty good location. Yeah, right here looks pretty good. Okay, and we have enough space down there to tuck in all the extra RCA cables. So if you open the box, there are some adhesives, and we got a foam tape. We also have double-sided tape, and we also have these Velcro tape for this vehicle. Because we are sticking it on a flat surface, we'll use our double-sided tape. Okay, once again, this is the mounting location. There's these ridges here that's sticking out. So the best place to put it is right on there. You don't really need that many. So I'm going to take one and I'm gonna cut it in half. Got my double-sided tape. I will remove the adhesive, place them on. Ridges, or these areas that's facing upwards, or whatever you call it. What do you call those? Ridges? Ridges are fine? I don't know what to call it too. It's the area that stick up. Right there. It's on there pretty good. It's not going anywhere. Here's the remote wire for the customer. Here's all the extra cabling for the RCA. You can pull down on it. So all he needs to do is extend this wire, tape it right here, and then use your right hand and pull down on the RCA cable, and then the cable will route all the way down to the passenger side. Very easy. For now, let me organize these wires. Let us sit right there. Here's the amplifier remote. And just need to put the top panel back, and we are done. All right, and we're gonna do a sound test now, but for all you DIYers at home, I recommend you guys do a sound test as soon as you connect the amp. While everything is out, you will have to reconnect your start button and just remove the start button from the centerpiece, plug it in, turn it on, just make sure your audio is working. It's very clean. Yeah, sounds really good. All right, guys, so we finished installing our Encore Alpha 3 Series amplifier. It's the ENA3H3 to this 2024 Honda CRV. Let's call the customer. Let's sit him down and let's see what he thinks about it. All right, guys, so we just finished installing the Encore Alpha 3 Series on this 2024 Honda CRV. So let's see what Richard thinks about it.
Pretty clear.
Can you hear a difference?
Yeah, I can definitely hear the difference. It's nice.
Yeah. So the audio quality also matters with your source. I know satellite radio does give pretty high definition, but a lot of times if you play directly from your phone or even direct connection, you'll even hear a bigger benefit as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Is satellite radio what you usually listen to?
Yeah, satellite
Okay.
or Spotify.
Spotify, okay.
Wow, that's really nice. I like
You like it?
Yeah,
Oh, good. Okay.
very nice.
Awesome, awesome.
I like it.
Terrific. Sounds nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Sounds
much
good.
so. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. You should be hearing a lot of details from the audio that you didn't hear before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a big difference.
All right, guys, that does it. Approval from Richard. Thank you so much for giving us our first feedback here. Yeah, appreciate it. And thanks for allowing us to video your vehicle as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you. All right, guys, well, that concludes this installation and demonstration of our Encore 3 Series on this 2024 Honda CRV. As you can see, guys, super easy to install, and it makes a huge difference with how your car audio sound system sounds. No need to change speakers, no need to go and get another amplifier with custom harness, all that. This is us drop in. It's all plug and play, and it's also very easy to add another power subwoofer to it. We provided the cabling, and all he needs to do is wire it in. So very easy. If you have any questions, drop a line below. You can email us at info@bsonicUSA.com. And as always, guys, I need to ask for this. Help us by subscribing and liking our video. We'll see you guys in the next video.